do announcements, but we've got a special guest here tonight. He's travelled from Massachusetts and he's a spokesperson for a company called The Outlook. He's doing a spoken word tour across Europe and he's come from London overnight to Glasgow to speak to you guys about some issues. Please give a warm welcome to my friend Dan Lozzi.
Here's the deal, guys. Some of you heard of me, some of you haven't. Jello Biafra, Henry Rollins, Greg Bennick, I'm not any of them. You're going to see why in a minute. I am speaking at Ninja Fest at the end of the week. I got a couple quick stories for you, and then I'll tell you how you can contact me, and then we're out of here, okay? You don't have to agree with everything I say. You're not going to agree with everything. That's fine. We're all here for the same reason, right? Right? Check this out. Already this week in Europe, all these shows I've been doing, I've had several little girls come up to me, little European girls, and you know what they say to me? The little boys at school are coming up to them and trying to grab them and saying things to them that are kind of sexual, and you shouldn't be saying to little kids, and it's not right. And these girls tell me the same thing every time. These kids are watching it on MTV, on television every day. They see Chris Brown beating up Rihanna, and they think that's okay. They see Kesha acting like a clown, and people want to copy her, right? You know what else isn't really helping? Just about every European city I go to, and this is my second time touring over here, I see the brothels, and the peep shows, and the strip clubs. And it's just like America. Everyone's hanging out at the strip club, and they think it's no big deal. Here's the problem. That's sending a message to little kids. That's telling them that that stuff is okay, and that there's nothing wrong with that. And you know what someone said to me? And they're right. They say, you know what, Dan? They said it to me in Belgium a couple days ago. They go, they thought making this stuff legal was going to make it better. It was going to be regulated by the government. But you know what it's done? It's made people way too used to it. They're not really keeping these places in check, and no one's thinking it's a big deal. And you know what's happening? Little girls are being kidnapped and brought into these brothels. They got a girl in there that they say is of age, and she's really only 16 or 17, and everyone's piling into that place, right? Let me tell you something, guys. This microphone's a weapon. You guys have a weapon here, you guys in these bands, and no one's really saying anything about these problems, okay? And that's why I started doing this, because I'm going to tell you something, right? I'm going to tell you this, and I'm not patting myself on the back. I really don't care. I'm not out here to be a star, but I need you to know something, right? Me and Sean here, we grew up going to shows since we were little kids. I got into aggressive music when I was 11 years old, right? We grew up going to Boston hardcore shows. I went straight edge when I was 14. I've been vegan for 12 years. I'm 36 years old, still doing this, right? But I'm going to tell you something, okay? I don't care whether or not you're straight edge or vegan. I'll hang out with drug addicts, drunks, whatever. I really don't care, right? If anyone in here was afraid to talk to me or thought they couldn't tell me their problem because they're not straight edge, I'd feel pretty bad about it, okay? But I do know this, right? I don't care if it's your first show or it's your 5th show or what band you're in or where you've been or this or that, right? Because the little kid whose first show, right, and doesn't really know that many bands is just as important as me or Jonathan or the guys in Rotting Out or anyone else in this show, right? Because I'm going to tell you something. I'm seeing a fashion show go on in the scene right now, and you all know what I'm talking about, okay? This isn't about popularity. This is about underground music, okay? Because when I was a kid, I didn't have that many friends. I was kind of a weird dude. I hung out with a couple of my buddies, and we listened to death metal and hardcore and punk and hip-hop. No girls talked to us. We kind of didn't fit in, and we go to the shows, and that's where we saw friends. You get what I'm saying? There are little kids, there's younger people in these audiences, right? Which is awesome, but you gotta understand something. You guys in the bands, you guys that go in the pit and you're in the crews and all this other stuff, you're setting an example for those kids. You are a big brother or a big sister to them, whether you like it or not. So you gotta think about your actions. You gotta think, because some of these kids might be coming from bad situations at home and they don't know where else to go, and they're acting like us, the older guys, okay? So keep that in mind. I'm going to tell you a couple more things, and then I'm done. I don't want to take any band's time up, okay? Listen, I gave out those pamphlets to everybody. Me and Carly, wherever she is, I hope I said her name right. We passed those out. If you did not get one, my table's a little one over there. Take some of them, or I can give them to you. We're on Facebook, YouTube. There's a Twitter page, an Instagram, and a Tumblr that are brand new. They're on the Facebook wall, but we haven't put links yet. If you want to add me, if you want to add the group page, talk to me, email me, and you can't find this stuff, I'll send it to you. I don't know when I'll be on tour again, but I keep in touch with everybody who wants to keep in touch with me. So I'll be home in a couple days. You want to write to me. I don't have to be here for you to be part of this movement, okay? But I want to finish up with a couple more things. Any of you bands got demos or anything like that? We got Sean here. He helps out with Ruction. He helps out with Distro in the US. You got demos. You want us to bring something back? Let us know. I'm going to finish off with one last little thing, okay? And before I say it, like I said, guys, think about your actions. Think about what's being pushed on MTV and all this other nonsense, okay? Don't let this scene become that, right? Because girls are out there getting attacked, getting raped, and all this other BS. And the guys are sitting there being tough, not really saying anything about it, okay? You see what I'm saying? Now let me finish off with this. And this will be it, and I'm done. There was an incident this week. And I hate bringing it up. I don't mean any harm to anybody, but I'm forced to talk about it now, okay? So I'm going to end with this. Long story short, I have a lot of really intense beliefs, and I'm vocal about them. And I've told people if they want to debate me or talk to me, I'm a pretty nice guy, okay? Well, a few people, knowing that I was coming over here, had a few things to say on the internet about me that I felt was unfair and wasn't really true. Well, maybe it was true, I don't know, but I thought they could have come to me and talked to me, right? So I was pretty bummed out about it. I actually had a pretty bad headache and it was stressing me out. Sean's trying to calm me down all week. Well, yesterday I spent all day hanging out with some good friends of mine. I don't know if you heard of a band, maybe a couple bands. They're called Knuckle Dust and Cartel. Some friends of mine down in London. All my friends down at the Ruction Record House, right? Well, they all had a talk with me, right? They calmed me down. They said, Dan, you got nothing to worry about. Just do your thing. You know, everyone knows you're with us. But let me tell you what happened, right? In case you are at Ninja Fest, right? I'll make a real long story into 2 seconds, okay? Here's the deal, guys. You know how you're supposed to be like pro-choice or pro-life? Well, I've got a reputation of saying on my website that it's like this. I don't like abortion. I don't like rape. I don't like sexual assault. I don't like any of these things. I don't like the fact that you can go out and get a girl pregnant and say, get out of here, I didn't want that baby in the first place. I think all these things are damaging to women. I don't support any of it. And I think what everyone should do, instead of arguing over this stuff, is get together and fight the real problem. The fact that little boys think that it's okay to treat girls like objects. That's the real problem, right? Well, someone decided to go online and say that what I do is a bunch of pro-life BS and this and that. And I didn't think it was cool. I thought it was unfair. Fortunately, my friends down in London felt the same way, and I appreciate their friendship. I appreciate them calming me down, but here's what we kind of decided. We decided we're going to be responsible about this. We don't wish anybody harm. I forgive whoever said it, but I got to defend myself. So when I'm on stage at Ninja Fest, if you're there, you don't want to miss it. I'm coming out swinging, and I got a lot of words to say. So if you're there and you want to sit outside, that's cool. If you don't care that this music is a message or there's politics, you can sit outside, or you can come in and see what I got to say. Because people, this bickering that we do, that's what they do on the outside world, not in this scene. We're all here for the same reason. You get what I'm saying? We're all here for the same reason. So if you didn't get one of my pamphlets, grab it. Go to my website. It's all in those pamphlets. Keep in touch with me. Come see me speak again when I come back. My website's got lots of videos, interviews. I have a book coming out next year, kind of like the book version of what I say on stage, and I got some people here that want to distribute. So when I'm done, you can clap, you can give me the finger, or you can do nothing. I don't really care. But here's the deal, right? The internet's a weapon. This mic's a weapon. Death metal is a weapon. Hardcore is a weapon. It doesn't matter what color you are, what religion, what music you listen to, right? If you didn't like what I say, then make your own website. Do something, because there's a lot of problems in this world, guys. There's a surveillance camera right out there. The UK is surrounded with surveillance cameras. That's disgusting. Your life is being reduced to an image. You go out, hold hands with a girlfriend. You're taking your dog for a walk. Your life should not be reduced to a digital image. It is disgusting that we have to have cameras everywhere, because if we don't, we're going to stab each other, mug each other, kill each other. You shouldn't look at a camera and say, I'm not going to punch someone in the face or mug somebody because there's a camera. You should just do it because it's wrong. This is pathetic. This is embarrassing. And no, I'm not dissing you guys at all. It's just as bad as in America, okay? It's just as bad. So keep that in mind. Don't blame the government for everything. Take responsibility for your actions. I'll be here all night. If you guys have questions and it's loud, we can talk outside. I'll answer all your questions. I'll stay as long as I can. I got a couple hours till we take the train back to London. If I see you at Ninja Fest, awesome. But if not, guys, I'm here right now if you want to ask me questions. If you disagreed with everything I said, that's fine. Maybe you have a different point of view that I don't understand, and you could get me to understand it, all right? So, yo, This is my first time in Scotland. I didn't come here last tour. This has been awesome. Thanks for having me, guys. And yo, Mike's a weapon. Peace. Thanks.